Hey guys, we are
Florida Fanatics,
and we are here to talk to you today about the recent ticket price increase. So, with that said, watch a quick video and we will be right back with you.
Alright, so now that we're back, we can kind of discuss a little bit of the ticket price increases that just happened actually today.
Absolutely.
So we are actually gold annual pass holders, right?
Yep.
And ours went up an additional $30. So I think there's not going to be much of a change for us because there is, when we renew, we get a 15% discount, so it'll kind of even out. In more interesting news, parking at Disney World actually did increase too. It went from $20 to $22, and the Disney minivan service, which was a flat $20 rides, now have increased to $25. So a lot of price increases we're seeing, and it's just funny because attendance is actually up, spending is up.
Yeah. How
do you feel about the price increases?
Well, to be honest with you, I think they're doing a lot of things that are already being monetized in the park, and you know, some of our previous videos state exactly that. So in my opinion, I mean, I get inflation, but when you're sitting there and trying to increase literally every possible thing that you can, you're simply making it an overall more expensive vacation and making it less attainable to those who, you know, it just might be too overwhelming for them to ever plan a vacation for their family. So in my opinion, at some point, they're gonna have to realize this, and at some point, I believe it most likely is going to impact them in the long term.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to impact them. I think people are still going to go. I mean, if you see the history, I mean, you know, the ticket prices have increased every year to the point where now it's over $100 a day. Yeah. And again, attendance is higher than ever.
Right. I mean, I do see that. I mean, they have added a lot. I mean, but they've taken away some as well. Have they added? Well, I mean, I say they've added a lot. They really haven't recently. They are going to be adding a lot. Maybe this price increase is simply to amp up for that, which then, in my opinion, I guess would kind of make sense because they are adding things such as the Tron coaster, Toy Story Land. There's going to be so much, you know, stuff that's going to be, you know, they would be able to justify it.
And I think that's probably why the increases are coming, is because of all the new stuff that's in the works. So I mean, just, you know, the stuff he said. We also have Star Wars Land coming. You know, Mickey's Runaway Railway that's taking place at the Great Movie Ride. We got some cool hotels planned, so you know, I think that's why the increase is to help pay for that, obviously. So
right. So yeah, I mean that's my opinion on it. You know, let us know what you guys think. What are your opinions on the matter? Do you think that these small increases here and there on each little individual thing, are they just trying to milk it, or do you think they're justifiable? I mean, what are your opinions?
I think that they got it wrong with the minivan service. Increasing that to $25 to go from, you know, probably just the resort hotel to a park is kind of expensive, because you can get an Uber or a Lyft for, you know, a lot cheaper than that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, there's Uber and Lyft drivers all around there, so it's probably I mean, if I would have to guess, it's one of their, I forget what they called it, like their hotspots locations or whatever.
But really, I would hate to be living in Disneyland, because their annual pass, I can't fathom the thought, because that one is over $1,000. And that would, I mean, it includes the Max Pass, because at Disneyland you do have to pay for the Fast Pass system that we get.
Yeah.
So that's the one we would have if we lived in California, but we don't.
Right.
But you know, I just don't know what we would do if our gold passes, you know, ever reached over $1,000.
Yeah, that would be ridiculous. I mean, the thing is, it seems like they're wanting to, you know, take away things. They're wanting to take away things from people who are paying a lot of money to be pass holders, and they're wanting to increase the prices. Well, I get that, you know, people pay a lot into things such as, you know, like, you know, club level and things like that. So, I mean, I understand, you know, giving them perks and things of that nature. But some of the perks that they are giving, that's what I disagree with. It's what they're getting. Maybe not necessarily that they're getting perks. I mean, personally, I think annual pass holders, to me, Universal got it right. I mean, I think they do a much better job than Disney. I mean, I don't want to bash Disney too much, but I want to say they have it better right now.
It's different. I mean, Universal relies more on their annual pass holders, whereas Disney doesn't rely on the annual pass holders. We're not the hugest, you know, money bringers for that park. It's all the people coming on vacation. Because, you know, a lot of people are local. They tend not to spend as much money eating there.
Right.
I mean, we get a great deal on, you know, the tickets just to go there, you know, all the time. But so we're not really the main focus. So I understand that. I mean, obviously, yeah, I wish we could get more stuff.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for the stuff that we do get, but you know, we do just the you know, admission alone is well worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it's paid for, and you know, just going a few times, so it's really, you know, it's not bad. So. Well,
yeah, and then something Disney did announce, but there's not a lot of details on it, because with all the ticket prices, obviously they introduced the tier system, so you have your regular day, your value days, and your peak days. Peak obviously being the most expensive. Mm-hmm. They're actually going to somehow change the multi-day tickets to coincide with that as well. So don't know how that's going to work, but you know, plan on having some more expensive tickets too on the multi-day.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like, to me, I mean, and I don't know if you agree, to me lately it just seems like expense after expense after expense, and really not a whole lot of payoff for that expense, at least as of yet. But then again, like I said, well, we got some things to look forward to, so we'll have to see.
We'll see how these lands, when they open up, how they compare. I know with Pandora, there's a lot of skepticism with that, but it's actually one of the most popular, you know, theme park things going on right now, and the attendance is way up because of that. So, yeah. And I think when we look at the app and you see the wait times on it, it doesn't drop.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, there's days where we've seen 4-hour wait times for Flight of Passage, and you know, I don't know if any of you actually checked this out, but you've probably seen the same. And you know, and they stay consistent throughout the day, so it's, you know, it's insane. It's tough to get a fast pass for that ride, and if you get it, you better keep it, or Someone else is going to take it.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see what Disney really brings, because I know there's a lot of rumors, a new pavilion coming to Epcot. Obviously with the new rides, there's supposed to be a new hotel built in front of Epcot, also the Star Wars hotel, which would be really cool, also really expensive.
Yeah, I'm sure it would be. One thing I'm excited to see is actually, you know, them bringing a version of the rumored, I don't know if it's rumored or not, but the Ratatouille in Paris.
Oh yeah, that's coming. They have already started breaking ground on that. So
yes, that's what I'm excited to see.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, here's the thing: they're making clones of rides. So with Tron and Ratatouille, it's in other parks. We're not really getting something new.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, we don't have to travel to, you know, to overseas to go and see it. Yeah, Japan and Paris. We don't have to travel there to actually see it. So I mean, that's that's a win in my book. I mean, you know, it would be ridiculously expensive just to go over there and see a couple attractions. So.
I mean, yeah, it's nice because I would like to see some of the attractions over in the other parks, but yeah, we can afford to go. But like I said, who knows if these, you know, because with Disney, you know, projects a lot, they announce it, and then they tend to cancel because of budget cuts, or they don't have the funding, just like the rumor with that new theater at Magic Kingdom.
Right.
But a lot of things have always been announced and get cut, so, you know, if they just stick with the plan, they actually roll this stuff out, then, you know, it could justify the ticket prices and the increases. But anyhow, the ticket prices do affect everybody, including us and you guys. Right. So let us know what you think. I mean, I'm pretty sure nobody is happy that we have to spend extra money. So, right. But I mean, think about all the stuff that is coming up. Do you think it's worth it? You know, what do you think of all the other increases as far as the minivan service, the parking? Let us know in the comments below.
All right. And yes, thank you guys. Please comment and subscribe, like, dislike, whatever you want to do. We definitely appreciate you watching it either way. So please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, we will see you later.